So welcome back, YouTube. This is my second vlog. Okay, today's a pretty good day. I think I'm a little overdressed because I'm actually right now burning. But anyway, I know you guys are a little confused with my YouTube channel. Like, hey, this guy have, like, you know, gameplay videos, dash cam footage videos, you know, and now he's making vlogs. Like, you know, what is this guy planning to do? Well, what I'm planning to do with my channel is whatever I'm doing, I feel like sharing, I'll just share with you guys. The vlog is probably going to be mostly about my experience just taking pictures as a photographer. Well, I'm not like a real photographer, you know, I don't do any real work in photography, but you know, when I was a kid, you know, I got those handheld, you know, those handheld film cameras, and I just kind of play around with it. I don't know what I was doing. But one thing I noticed was, you know, like when I see that infinity sign, you know, for the focus point, I was like, oh shit, look, infinity sign. I gotta, you know, put it into infinity. Yeah, I got some pretty good, decent shots going on. Even one of my tutors, she said that, you know, I got a creative side, so I plan on pursuing photography just a little bit as a fun thing, and then after that I forgot about it until when I went to high school. I was offered to take, you know, an elective class in photography after aviation class, you know, so I took photography. I like it. I learned how to develop films, learn to shoot black and white abstract photography mainly. I did that for 3 years. 2 years of basic photography with the point and shoot camera, and then by the third year learned digital, and that was when the time of digital cameras start slowly coming into play instead of but film was like really popular still back then. But all I've been doing was learning photography and a point and shoot camera. However, after doing 3 years of intense photography, I kind of got bored because I was like, you know what, there's nothing else better to take. So that kind of fell off the grid until like recently, 2019. I don't know, for some reason, you know, on my line, you know, in my job, when I see something, I was like, you know, it's impressive that I see stuff and I want to take the picture. So I invested in the red hydrogen one, and that didn't turn out that good because the concept of the idea is nice, that, you know, you have a camera where, you know, you have good picture quality, just like almost of, I guess they were trying to make it a DSLR kind of style, like a device that have phone capability but it's mainly about camera and cinematics. But it didn't go that well. The modularity of that camera just went off the grid. Highly disappointed. But I still kept the phones. I still have my aluminum model and the titanium that I got. Probably worth something one day because of the uniqueness of the phone. It's not even an Android device, it's a phone. Let me see. Well, until recently, you know, in Indiegogo, I'm not sure if Kickstarter have it, but in Indiegogo there's this camera. It's a camera that's supposed to attach to your mobile phones, you know, your smartphones, and it's supposed to has the capability similar to a DSLR, but with the capability of AI softwares, just like on a smartphone. So then you can take flawless, you know, like pictures easily. So I think it's a great idea. But yesterday when I took a look at it, for was it like $700 something to $800 something even for the early bird, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna invest money into it until I know the result, because I'm a guy who invests loads of money into technologies that I think is cool in concept, but sometimes they just don't work. That's why you have big companies, you know, that doesn't have those technologies yet. What happened is that they let these smaller companies play around with it, and then after that, once these smaller companies have the product out, I think these big companies just refine them. But anyway, I am shooting with a X-T30, my first digital mirrorless camera. My first lens was, well, I mean, I still have the lens. It's a 23mm f2. I was highly recommended when I went to Autorama. I didn't go to B&H, but I went to Autorama and got the gears. And you know, I asked the guy, I want something light, compact, small, but yeah, at the same time I can take great photos. And he highly recommended me the 23mm f2. When I was using that lens, I kind of find that I didn't understand about lens, you know, and advanced photography that much, so I have no idea. I was like, okay, I'll take the 23mm lens. I didn't care, you know, how much I'm spending. I just want something great. But the guy was like, you know, this is a very affordable lens. In my mind, when I heard affordable, I was like, I'll take it, whatever, I'll take it. And it's a great lens, but however, I only see myself using it for certain application in the streets. I mean, it's a street photography kind of lens. And in New York City, when you pull out your camera and you start taking shots of people, the moment you pull out a camera, regardless of the size, like let's just say if you have an X100 series kind of camera, their eyes look at you and they're like, is this guy gonna take a picture of me? Is this guy? And I noticed one thing is that 50% of the people, they don't really care if you take a picture of them, and then the other 40%, they get a little hostile. And then you have that 10%, you know, who's maybe criminal, you know, you know they're up to no good. You know, they see that you have, you know, something that might be worth something. They have their eyes set on you. I was trailed one night by some random guy. Whew, I know he was trailing me, because when I look back, wherever I walk, he was behind me. The faster I walked, the faster he walked. I went to the subway. I went to the subway, and at that time, you know, it was pre-COVID. Subways were safer, you know, not compared to nowadays. I mean, I'm not sure about recently, after the stabbing or that, now that they have so many cops in the subway system, is it as safe compared? I mean, I'm sure there's a level of extra safety, but how safe, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm no professional photographer. Maybe not even, I don't know, maybe an amateur, I guess. But you know, just look at me as a guy who shoots for fun. And you know what's funny? When I watch YouTube videos, I see people taking pictures, photographers taking pictures. They see an object, they take an object of, like the picture of that object, and then the result comes out awesome. And then when I do the same thing, I go back home, I open it, I look at it. No matter how I edit, I'm like, it looks like crap. It looks like crap. On my X-T30, I have a 16-55. This is my dirt lens. My second lens was the 18-55. I trade that in. I got $150 worth of it at, was it mbp.com, and I bought this like new lens from them. And one thing, I'm a type of guy is that I want something that, you know, I can have less, but it can do pretty much almost just everything. And so far, ever since I have this lens on, it does not disappoint. It's fantastic. It's a very fantastic lens. It's big, heavy, but hey, I don't care. It's, you know, good exercise, right? It just looks a little ridiculous on the X-T30. What I'm thinking, I'm looking into, I'm hoping that they make a, like, you know, X-T30, hopefully, where, you know, it have water sealing, because I feel, I think, in my opinion, the X-T30 is really nice. It fits my hand really nice. I don't really have a giant hand, so it fits really good. I just want water sealing and IBIS in it. That way, you know, I think Fuji should try to find a way to have water sealing and IBIS in the X-T double-digit line. You know, the, you know, in the future, like the X-T40, hopefully, and they'll win. Even though they make a bunch of other cameras that doesn't seem to make sense, because it seems like whenever they release a camera, it looks good, and then they release another one that's very similar to it, and you're just like, why would you do such a thing like that? See, I don't really know what I'm doing. All I know is I'm focusing at this big giant tree. Let me take it in a few different ways. This is a good one. Yeah, it looks great. I think, in my opinion, it looks great. And also I'm thinking about, well, you for whoever's watching the videos, you'll see the pictures on my Instagram. If you look at my YouTube description link, I'll put the my Instagram page down in the description. I also put my Flickr link down in the description also. I love Instagram, but the only problem I hate about Instagram is, well, I mean, not the only, but one of the problems is that the format of the picture quality, it's crap when you upload into it. And you're supposed to be sharing pictures in it. Why are they making the picture crap, like the quality of it? It doesn't make any sense at all. So that's why I created a Flickr. Right now I'm using a free account. 1,000 picture before I have to pay a few bucks a month. So right now I'm not uploading a lot into Flickr yet, but I'm uploading certain pictures in there for people to, you know, especially the pixel peeper guys, to look into it, to enjoy the quality of the photos. Instagram, I select certain views, especially when they're cropping, so, you know, people can get to see, you know, what kind of pictures that I take. I pretty much take almost just anything. I don't really have a preference. I look at myself as a journalist. I don't really have a preference in taking, you know, landscape, portrait. I'm not even that good at portrait. I'm slowly starting to, you know, find co-workers to kind of like, hey, let me take a picture of you, just to see how good I am taking portrait. Take some cars, photographies, you know, what else, animals, you know, I take just about anything. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the videos. especially the future ones. I know this is kind of me just blabbering, but you know, I might as well just introduce myself. I feel that I should introduce myself so then you guys have a little understanding of me. Of course, I'm not going to be able to introduce a whole entire, you know, biography of myself in just one video. So you know, slowly as you know time goes on, I'll just give you guys a little bit more of who I am. Hopefully I can also tell you guys what I do. All right, so enjoy. All right, I think there's a good shot right here. I just have to wait for someone to come running by to, you know, underneath the tree, and I think it would look great. Then they also have to come walking or running towards my direction. So it's not like I'm not gonna take no you know, regular street photographies of people. I just have to be cautious sometimes because, you know, New York City people they get pretty hostile. They somehow just don't really like camera a lot. And you know what, in my opinion, camera's a good thing, because without cameras, with all these latest incidents, we won't be solving crimes. You know, the police won't be solving crimes. You know, they won't be catching criminals. So thank gosh for these cameras, right? I mean, they're not high quality, but they still do the job. So let me get everything all in focus. I don't want to get too close to the tree. Let me move it up. And all right, so I just have to now wait for someone to come by. And or you know, I think there's two elderly couples walking up, so I think they would be the candidate of the next shot. Hey, took the guy on the little electric bike. Not my intended shot, not like you know, not my intended guy, but came out pretty hilarious. I'll take it, but I'm still waiting for a pedestrian to walk by, so those will be the better shots. Okay, let's stay tuned, see who's gonna walk by. I'm not taking the opposite angle because the sun is too bright on the other side behind me. So I whatever, you know, I guess in photography they call exposure would be extremely horrible. So we'll just wait. And here comes the shot, guys. I think this would be nice. Oh, I love it. Look at this. It's good. It's good. So I think I'm just gonna go home and edit these shots and present them. Yeah, you guys can just look at the links that I'm gonna put down in the description below. I know it's something different. I usually do like door kicker videos, but I'm just gonna put a bunch of nonsensical stuff in my channel, you know, just so you guys can have some idiotic entertainment, I guess, sometime comedy, you know, from my rambling. sometimes me rambling about stuff that I just don't like when I'm seeing, just like recently, you know, people pushing elderly Asians, especially in California. But that doesn't make sense. Why would you attack an elderly person, first of all? Anyway, I'm not gonna ramble about that too much. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy your day. All right, peace out.